This is the SimiCube 2 Ultimate Wheelbase, the most powerful and expensive option in SimiCube's lineup. It's nearly double the price of the SimiCube 2 Pro, making it one of the priciest sim racing wheelbases on the market. At over 3,100 euros, it naturally raises the question, is it worth it? For some, making this jump may be an easy decision, while for others it might not even be a consideration. Your sim rig can be more than what you imagine, but you're going to need accessories to accomplish that. SimSport Gadget accessories are a must-have for anyone looking to improve their sim rig. They have hundreds of accessories including mounts for Govee and Hue lights, power brick mounts for all the major brands, headphone keyboard mounts, and so much more. They also have some great cable management clips to help you organize your sim rig. You can even customize the color to match the theme of your setup. Check out our affiliate link below and use promo code SimRacingDen to save 5% off your order. The quality of SimiCube's products is indisputable. The name SimiCube has been synonymous with high quality, precision, and reliability for many years, and is still considered one of the best sim racing hardware companies today, trusted by many real-life driving pros for good reason. It also has been my personal choice for my main setup. Before receiving this product from SimiCube for review, I was using their Pro model, which I purchased myself as an upgrade from my Fanatec DD2 a few years ago. I have never been disappointed or regretted the switch since. The Ultimate Wheelbase was sent to me by SimiCube free of charge, in exchange for an honest and unbiased review, including a comparison to the Pro model. Here I'll share my insights, impressions, and thoughts on the differences between the two models and why someone might consider the Ultimate for their sim racing setup. Everything that I've seen and used from SimiCube has been nothing short of perfect in terms of build quality, fit, and finish. The wheelbase weighs a hefty 11.5 kilograms, so you might need some help mounting it since it attaches from the front rather than the bottom. In my case, it was easier because I have the ASR Pro with a removable wheel deck, allowing me to mount it first and then slide it back into place. This is why I consistently recommend this cockpit for its quality of life features. The unit itself is slightly longer than the Pro model. The weight alone hints at the high quality components inside. You'll need a very sturdy and strong chassis to support this wheelbase. I'd honestly recommend using an aluminum profile chassis or a very rigid tube frame cockpit if you're considering this wheelbase. At the back, you'll find all the necessary connection points for power, USB, and wireless capabilities for wheels. It's worth noting that the included power supply is significantly larger and heavier than the ones that come with the Pro and Sport models. You'll need to ensure you have a suitable place to mount it, unless you plan to just leave it on the floor. One thing I've noticed with SimiCube wheelbases is they produce very little heat. The high-capacity motor is designed to run 24/7 at thousands of revolutions. When it comes to noise, it's the same story. The motor is virtually silent. I occasionally notice some noise with my Pro model, but my experience with the Ultimate has been a silent operation. In terms of build quality, I have zero complaints. For a product of this cost, this isn't even a question. You can expect top-notch quality. I love the design of this wheelbase. It's a no-frills, minimal industrial box that becomes forgettable once mounted, which is exactly what you want. Aesthetics are the least important factor when it comes to wheelbases, and the design reflects that perfectly. If you're already familiar with SimiCube wheelbases, you likely know about their rock-solid quick-release system. I've never experienced any flex with it. Some users prefer different quick-release systems for various reasons, but personally I've never felt the need to switch from the native QR for all my wheels. The Ultimate even includes a spare wheel side kit in the box, so you can get up and running with one of your wheels right away. The beauty of the SimiCube ecosystem is its openness. You can use it with any wheel, though the real advantage comes from using SimiCube wireless compatible wheels, such as the Valo GT23 that I recently reviewed for a cable-free experience. However, the biggest benefit in my opinion is that the wheelbase doesn't require a direct connection or handshake with the wheel itself. This means you can use any USB-based wheel on the market, attach your preferred QR, and you're good to go. This flexibility was a major factor in my decision to switch from Fanatec to SimiCube, as I wanted the ability to use and experience a wider range of wheels with greater ease. Actual configuration of the wheels is then handled either by something like SimHub or the wheelmaker's native software. SimiCube's TrueDrive software controls and connects the wheelbase to your PC. It has evolved significantly and continues to improve over time. While there's still room for enhancement, the development team has a well-outlined timeline with many exciting updates planned. I've witnessed SimiCube committed to continual improvement and regularly releasing firmware and software updates. TrueDrive allows you to tweak every detail of the motor's performance. Now, if you're not into tinkering, you can choose from numerous user profiles, including those created by real-life professional drivers. This is where I think SimiCube's value truly shines for me. Using a pro-level wheelbase like the Ultimate, I wouldn't know how to set it up to feel as realistic as possible for different cars in the sim. However, many pro drivers who use this wheelbase have shared their profiles, making it easier for us sim racers to get a more authentic experience. Reviewing sim racing hardware can often be challenging, especially when trying to describe subjective sensations. However, the Ultimate wheelbase stands out in many ways compared to the Sport and Pro models. It's something you'll truly understand once you try it for yourself, but I'll do my best to break it down for you. While we can always compare specs on paper, which sometimes appears similar, that's only part of the story. The real difference lies in how it feels, which is likely what you're more concerned about anyways. The most noticeable improvements in the Ultimate wheelbase are its response and acceleration. The wheel provides an instant, natural, and engaging driving experience. The level of detail and feedback from the car and track is elevated, making me feel more connected to the sim than ever before. Most of my testing was done in iRacing, which is my preferred and most used sim, making it easy for me to compare my experiences with the Pro model. On paper, again, the specs may seem close, and you might wonder if more torque matters, since we're often not using all of it. The answer is yes. The Ultimate wheelbase offers a more consistent and responsive experience with a wider range of effects and forces, creating a sim racing experience like no other. I've tried various sim racing wheelbases across the spectrum, and the Ultimate truly stands out. The most significant difference for me was the enhanced steering control. Handling curbs felt sharper and more impactful, and making corrections when losing grip was easier to manage and anticipate. In essence, the Ultimate takes everything the Pro does well and elevates it to a next level. Whether this upgrade is worth it for you depends on your budget and priorities. For some, the cost is manageable. For others, this is going to be quite a stretch. The Ultimate wheelbase stands out as an exceptional product, flawless in construction, finishes, details, and performance. It's truly a top-tier product, but at a top-tier price, offering the best currently available on the sim racing market. Having experienced the Ultimate, would I have bought it instead of my Pro a few years ago? Honestly, probably not, as the price would have been too high for me to consider. However, as I gain access now to higher-end products, I realize that spending more money doesn't always necessarily mean more fun or enjoyment. I've had a great experience with my SimiCube 2 Pro and even with mid-tier products like the Moza Racing R12 wheelbase. Yet the experience of using the Ultimate is one that is outstanding and truly amazing. Once fully immersed with it, you start to understand what spending more money gets you. For some of you who can afford it and simply want the best, the Ultimate is the obvious choice. If you're involved in any kind of real-life motorsport and consider this a training tool, you won't be disappointed either. For many though, this may not be a consideration now or ever. For most people seeking a high-end sim racing experience, I would probably still recommend the Pro model. But if only the best will do, then the Ultimate is the one for you. If you enjoyed the review or found it helpful, please do me a favor and hit the like button. It really does help grow the channel. Consider subscribing and hit the bell to be notified when I drop another video. Until next time, stay safe and enjoy your racing.